Right here on Rabi TV. My name is Martha Alu.
And my name is Victor. Okay, good to have you join us on the conversation today. How are you today, Martha, by the way?
I'm doing good. I think I'm good. I think I'm okay.
You think you are, anyway?
I think I'm okay.
By the way, you look amazingly beautiful this morning.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Do the blush. Do the blush.
Hello. Anyways, yesterday was quite a hectic day, and we're here today again, which means that another opportunity to do what we've got to do.
Yeah.
And what do we got to do?
Lots of talks, as much as
Educate and today I said, when I saw this report about Sanusi, Lamido Sanusi, the former CBN governor,
Right.
I said to myself, if you ever think it's too late to start something, just look at that guy. He has enrolled in the university. He's now a 200 level law student.
Wow.
And I'm like, when is he going to stop? When is he going to relax? But you see, for people who are as ambitious as he is, he's always trying to get more knowledge. And have you heard him speak, by the way? I love his speeches, just like I love that of the former vice president of Nigeria. I said it all the time.
Yeah.
But
That's
yes, so he begins classes as a 200 level student, law student. And he's in Kano State. Is he? I think he's in Kano State. He's attending that university. So now he's a student. We are all students of life.
That's right.
Constant learning, unlearning, relearning, super important. But yeah, whenever you think it's too late to start something, think about someone who has attained all of those, accolades and those titles and those heights, and still is willing to submit to learning again. That should be a motivation for you.
Very true. And it's quite beautiful when we see people, of that particular magnitude. That's in my city, people of timber and caliber fly with our sawdust. But people who have actually gotten to the peak of their career, and I look at it, what else can I do? And then they go back, and then it seems like they want to restart in a different area of their life. It just tells you that truly, it's just like you said, it is never too late for you to start. You just might be thinking about maybe a career switch or something, and you're thinking, I'm getting too old, and all of that. Come on, that's Sanusi Lamido telling you, man, it's possible.
Never too late.
Never too late.
Never too late.
And just a quick reminder as well, the United States did something very recently. In fact, they made an announcement that was towards the end of last year, saying that they are going to be revoking, that's the non-immigrant visa application, which is going to be stopped from the United States. Started from January 1st, 2026. They've come out to remind Nigerians as well and some of the other African countries that are involved in this. And of course, the visas are the B1, the B2, the F, the M, and J visas. Basically, that is student visas, visitors visas, and all of that.
To be revoked.
Yeah, revoked, And if you're making those applications, you just might not get those applications because this is already effective from January 1st this year. Just in case Nigerians have forgotten, and many other African countries or other countries that were involved in this revocation, it's just a reminder that this is still ongoing because I think that many Nigerians are still trying to apply. For the B1, B2, the F, M, and J visas. The J visas, which are like the student visas, and the United States is saying, well, we're not giving the non-immigrant visas right now.
That's it. We've been on this for quite a while now. But let's talk about the trial of Anthony Joshua's driver. We said countless times that it's so wrong to have the guy locked up there. Nobody prepares for an accident, except there are more findings about that incident that we are not being told. But yes, the court has adjourned his trial to February 25th. And it's a magistrate court in Shagamu in Ogun State. They said that the trial would be adjourned till February 26th of 25th of 2026 rather. And he appeared before the court on the 20th of January, which was on Monday. I think it was 2 days ago, for the continuation of proceedings in the case arising from the tragic incident that took the life of 2 of his close friends. But the matter is still in court. Adjourned, will be heard. We'll definitely follow up with the story. I just want to see what charges are leveled against him and what he will be prosecuted for, and if at the end of the day facing jail term or whatever, I really want to know on what count and what charges exactly that is going to be, because we know that accidents happen.
Yeah, and but that was beyond the accident. And recall when the Federal Road Safety Corps came out to make a statement regarding that particular accident, it was due to overspeeding. It was due to carelessness, because the truck that he ran into was just parked on its own, right? that was on the other side. And then I think they also said that it was also which was over speeding. So it meant that this guy was quite careless with the road use as it is and all of that. And that actually costs the life of 2 individuals.
You know why I don't buy that?
Why
they
not?
were inside the vehicle.
Yes,
they are
they
paying him to drive them. If they're not okay with the speed, they will say it, and he would reduce the speed. Have you seen when convoys drive? Have you seen when the celebrities are passing with convoys? You know that it's not of. I don't think he should take the fall for that.
Right.
He was driving somebody. If the person was not okay with the speed, the person would have said, lower your speed or reduce your speed. But they didn't say anything. He drove them because he was now involved in an accident, and they want to arrest him and take him to court.
Be that as it may, he was the driver, so he also understood the speed limit, basically.
He was these things...
Yeah, it's a back and forth anyways, but we just hope that the court is going to continue with the investigation and then give us the conclusion of the whole matter eventually, but yeah.
Well, I mean, we'll still leave it at that, just so that the court can decide. But whatever the case is, I mean, there are many other aspects to look at, not just saying, oh, he's the driver. Were they not checkpoints there? They had just moved past the checkpoint.
Exactly.
They were speeding before they got to the checkpoints. There's so many other things that needs to be looked at as well. But however, it's just to let us know that his case has been adjourned and will be revisited on the 25th of February, 2026. And that aside, do you have any other updates?
No.
None. Let's go.
Thursday, lots of us during the viral moment.
Of course, of course. A billionaire coming out to defend.
Just calm down, calm down. You like gossip too much.
All right, let's do a quick rundown of what you'd expect for the show today. Of course, we start off with Today in History, and we move right on to News Story, where we're unearthing discoveries and breakthroughs that are shaping the world, our understanding of the world that we live in. After News Story, it is Did You Know? Your light bulb moment. And next, we move on to Health Tips, your daily dose of wellness wisdom. For some reason, Nen has been making sure that your diet is okay, because we've been giving you fruits that you should include in your diet on a daily basis. We're still going to be doing more of that this January, just so that you can fix up your diet, and once you're able to do it for 20 days, it becomes a habit.
Truly.
And I think that that's what we're doing here this morning, to help you build a very healthy diet for 2026. Now, after Health Tips, we're moving on to the viral trends, where we bring you the moments making waves online. And right after the viral trends is the 7:30 hour. We go on to review the papers. We have a number of them, and we'll be giving you insight on what the front pages look like. At 8 o'clock, it is Human Chronicles. Yesterday, we spoke about the Makoko community. Today, I mean, there've been a lot of shades to Africans and young Africans and Nigerians as well, because of the president of Senegal. And a lot of people are like, when you were his age, what were you doing? Because he's been up on his political game and has gotten quite a lot of accolades, because he's young, first of all, and secondly, because he's quite focused in carrying out his responsibilities as well. Right after Human Chronicles, at 8:30, Victor Ijoma will be right here to bring you the latest scores and thrilling highlights from the world of sports. And at 9 o'clock, we'll be back in the studio for the big conversation this Thursday morning. Please do stay with us. We have quite a number of things that you should follow through with. We go out on a very short break, and when we get back, it will be time to get into the matter proper.
Are you missing out on interviews, music, entertainment, thought-provoking discussions, and more? Don't sweat it, man. We've got you covered. No matter where you are, be part of the action 24/7, online and live. Caesar Radio.
On Facebook, it's Rapid FM Umahia. On Instagram, it's Official Rapid FM. And on X, it is Rapid FM 965. Tune in to Rapid 96.5 FM or listen to us live on our website at www.rapidfm965.com or radiogarden.com. Better yet, get our mobile app from the Google Play Store. Catch the pulse of the Southeast on Rapid 96.5 FM, the sound of your city.
Hey, Oyanam, Caesar Radio.
From the heart of Africa, where dreams are born and passion is boundless, a new wave of talent rises. In La Liga, these extraordinary athletes are not just playing the game, they're transforming it.
aquí somos campeones.
Danny Rodriguez, the man chasing. It's Lamine Yamal. What a magnificent goal that
They
is.
shine on the world stage. Watch as they redefine football, inspire millions, and make history. La Liga, where dreams become reality.
Welcome back and thanks for staying with us. You're still watching Rapid Done right here on Rapid Television. Right now, let's move straight to the first order of the day, starting with Today in History. And today in history, Queen Victoria dies on January 22, 1901. Queen Victoria of Britain, she died after ruling for 63 years, and her death marked the end of an era known as the Victorian age. And she became queen in 1837 and ruled longer than any British monarch at the time. And during her reign, Britain grew into a powerful empire known as the Empire on which the sun never sets. And she helped restore respect to the monarchy and shaped it into a largely ceremonial institution. Of course, today we join the British people to remember her life and times. Of course, that's what happened today in history.
All right, let's go on to news study. And this is something that you can most likely bring upon yourself. Red tattoo ink causes a man to lose all his hair and stop sweating. And according to this report, it was a medical case that was brought up from Poland. And it caused quite a heightened scare or terrifying moment. And a rare reaction to like a red tattoo ink. This caused the man to lose his hair and his ability to sweat. Now, he got this multicolored tattoo in about, I think, 2020, and he was 36 years old. Oh. Then after he got that tattoo, he started to develop erythroderma and extreme inflammation that turned 90% of his skin actually red, and it began to peel. Now, after that, the immune overreaction now escalated from just peeling and all of that into alopecia universalis. So he has absolutely no hair, which is a reaction to the tattoo that he drew, the red ink tattoo particularly that he drew. And aside that, total hair loss in his entire body and permanent destruction of his sweat glands. So he can no longer sweat and he can no longer grow hairs. So after that, the doctors discovered that the red ink, which often contains metals like mercury and cadmium, had migrated to his lymph nodes, triggering a massive autoimmune attack, which according to them is what led to these extreme conditions that has been experienced by this man right here. Just so we know, it's not just so you know on news studies, just so you also can be very cautious when you're trying to do stuff. So if you want to get a tattoo, it's important for you to go do a lot of research actually on which to do, what are the risk factors, what are the what do they call this again, risk factors, and if you have any allergies or something of that sort, you need to be able to access that before you make any decision. It's the same thing with drugs, it's the same thing with literally everything. Do your research so that you can ask questions. But this is what scientists have discovered all the way from Poland today.
All right, let's move straight to Did You Know? And see something interesting as well. We see that sometimes obese people can't get their CT scan at the hospital, so they are sent to the zoo. And I saw that, I'm like, come on now, what's happening here?
That's a lot of,
But there's a reason behind that. Some hospitals have CT scan machines with weight or size limits. And some of those scans can carry people with around 30 to 40 pounds. And some people with the large size weigh around 120 pounds and above sometimes. And so most of these hospitals do not have the equipment that can carry the weight of people with the large size. So in rare cases, these patients may not fit safely into these machines in the hospital. And so when this happens, doctors sometimes refer them to veterinary or zoo imaging centers where CT scanners are built to handle much larger animals and have higher weight limits. And this is quite uncommon anyway, but it has happened, and it's done only to make sure that the patient gets proper medical care safely. And it's not because they want to shame them or anything of that sort, but the hospital does not have the equipment that can actually carry their weight and all of that. So for their own safety, they are always being referred, to some of these veterinary hospitals. Yeah.
Wow, that's such a no for Thursday morning. But anyways, let's go to health tips. And today we're talking about kiwano, the hydrating exotic fruit. Kiwano. It looks like dragon fruit.
That's what I'm looking at. Right?
Yes, it looks like dragon fruit.
But is it the same?
It's not. It's not. There's so many fruits that we probably don't know about.
I'm telling you. Man, we're done.
The truth is, if you want to get this, it will be either very scarce or it will be expensive.
Yeah.
We're talking about dragon fruit the other day, and not just dragon fruit, pomegranate as well.
Yeah.
Something from 6, some people sell 3. In the market where we went to sample at that time, it was about 12 to 15,000 naira. Just because of its scarce nature. It's not found in this part of the world as much as it would be in other parts. So we're looking at kiwano today, and kiwano is also called the horned melon, right? And it is an exotic tropical fruit with a spiky orange skin and jelly-like green flesh. It has a mildly sweet and refreshing taste and is packed with essential nutrients. This is not sweet lemon, because sweet lemon has like the skincare is okay.
This is bumpy.
This is bumpy. It's a lot of pimples, acne on this, but I mean that is a lot smoother.
Yeah.
That sweet melon rather is a lot smoother than this, but it almost has the same description as the kiwano. Also, it has diverse benefits, and we'll be looking at some of them. One of which we have is hydration and electrolytes. Now, it has high water content, and high water content will always support hydration. Natural electrolytes, they help to maintain your fluid balance, not too much, not too little, just accurate. Also, it's a good food option during hot seasons or physical activity, and we're in the hot season. So rich in antioxidants, and by now if you follow the health tips here, you'd know that antioxidants do a lot for you. Supplying you with the vitamins that are necessary to help you balance your stress and make your skin glow. So it contains vitamin A and C. It also helps to protect your cells from oxidative stress. It supports immune function and healthy aging. It may reduce inflammation, discomfort, also digestive health because of water and fiber. But yes, fiber supports regular bowel movement and